for ladies, you need to be able to know when the guy really loves you. Love is not a feeling. Hi, this is still Niyi Odunsi, and I'm talking to you about how to make the best of your teenage years, how to get the best of your teenage years. Now, I've spoken to you already about how you must understand yourself, that you are an original, you're not a copy. Now, I've spoken to you about the temperament. I've spoken to you. Hopefully by now you know which temperament you belong to, you know what your temperament is. Now, it's key for you to not just stay with this knowledge I've given you. I've spoken to you about that for just about 5-6 minutes. That's not obviously enough knowledge. You have to now do some reading up by yourself, because you see, when you understand your temperament, it helps you to understand and accept yourself. And now also it helps you when you know the different temperaments. You know how to relate with people. People who are not like you, you can understand them. Now you know why they are the way they are, and now you know how to understand them and how to relate with them. It's easier for you to forgive them. It's easier for you to cut them some slack. You know that they're not being deliberately bad. That's just the way they are. They fall into that temperament, and that's the way God made them. Now, I'm not making excuses for people. You know, everything has a positive and a negative, the up and the down. You know, that's normal. So for everyone, no matter what your temperament is, you can't make excuses and say, well, that's the way I am. What you're supposed to do is help yourself get better, and then where you have the negatives, you're not supposed to just leave things like that. I mean, you're supposed to get more knowledge, more information, sometimes even get help to become a better person. Don't live with the negatives, because you're going to be relating with other people, and it will help you if you understand that you can get better, you can become a better person. It takes discipline, a lot of discipline, but you don't have to live with the negatives. If I give you an idea, for example, I said the melancholy. Someone who is melancholic finds it difficult to forgive because they have the memory of an elephant. It said the elephant never forgets. Now, you can't live like that. You can't afford to live like that. You have to work on yourself. You have to forgive people. If you don't forgive people, then you're not going to be able to build good relationships, because nobody is perfect. People are going to, rub you off on the wrong side. People are going to offend you. People are going to hurt you. If you're going to keep holding on to these hurts, if you're going to keep holding on to the pain, then you're doing yourself a lot of disservice. You're hurting yourself. The people who have hurt you, they've done it, they've gone off. Now you're still holding on to it. That's not going to help you. You're going to learn to forgive. It's the same if you're a sanguine. You're the life of a party, always outgoing, but it's difficult for you to sit down, settle down, and really put things together. You'd rather be all over the place. Now, that's not the way to live, obviously. Again, one of the downsides of being a sanguine is the temper. The sanguines have hot tempers. Some of them can get quite violent. Now, if you're like that, obviously, you can't live like that. You have to work on your temper. You have to go to anger management classes. You have to sit down with the Bible and understand how to manage your anger. You have to maybe walk away when people are trying to get you upset. You have to manage that. The same thing if you're choleric. Like I said, the goal is more important than the people working with you. Now, you can't live like that. You can't say, as long as I achieve my results, I don't care about what happens to people working with me. Now, that's not obviously a good way to live, because very soon you're not going to have many people working with you. When they realize that your goal is more important than whatever they are going through, when they perceive you as being insensitive, that's going to be difficult for them. I mean, it's going to be difficult for them to continue working with you on a goal. And if you want to do things alone, you're not going to achieve much. So you are going to have to work on that. You're going to have to learn to be more sensitive. You're going to have to learn that sometimes people are more important than you're getting your goals or your results. Again, if you're phlegmatic, easygoing, you need a push all the time. Look, you're not just going to sit in front of your TV 24 hours a day and achieve anything. You are going to have to learn to get up. You're going to have to learn to give yourself a push. You're going to have to learn to understand that life can't give you much if you're just floating around. You're going to have to work at becoming someone, setting goals and achieving goals. You're going to have to do whatever it takes, not just to sit down and watch TV all day. So I hope these things are able to help you, but very important that you understand that you are the way you are because that's the way God made you. Okay? Now, don't confuse your temperament with your character. They're not the same. Your temperament is not your character. Your temperament has to do with your emotions, your makeup. Now, your character, on the other side, is something that you can learn. Your character is something that you can work on. Like someone who finds it easy to tell lies, for example. Now, that's a liar. That has nothing to do with your temperament. Don't say, well, that's my... It's not your temperament. It's a flaw in your character which you have to learn to deal with. Okay? So, understand that. I've spoken to you about temperament and not about character. Don't go away. I'll be back.